Hey, I'm Mike Kleanowitz, and I'm with Cummings and Company Realtors. And today I want to talk to you about selling your house through an estate sale and talk to you about the most common mistakes that people make so you can avoid making them yourself. The first common mistake that people make is they think that they should just sell the house themselves, and we'll just call one of the people that sent us a little postcard about we pay cash for the house and just get rid of it that way because we really just don't want to deal with anything. And or you see somebody on TV running these ads about we buy homes and then we fix them up and sell them. That's all, make it look all pretty. And I mean, they all do the same thing. They all want to steal your house from underneath you. They all want to pay you absolutely nothing close to fair market value for your house because they want to pocket all the profit or all the equity in the house in their own pockets for themselves as investors. That's what they do. So don't call the people that send you the postcards. Don't call an attorney. If you have a good agent that works for you, they should be able to give you the resources and they should be able to provide you with the right people to call to be able to get the letters of administration paperwork so you can be designated as the personal representative of the estate and you can handle the sale of the property. And they should be able to walk you through that process. An attorney is going to charge several $1,000s on top of everything else. They're probably going to recommend an agent for you to use because they work with them all the time. And again, when attorneys and agents work together, sometimes it can be shady, and be honest with you, because there's the attorney runs their mouth, tells the agent, what the bottom line is that the seller's willing to take or that you're willing to take on the property. And then they go find an investor and do it themselves and double end the deal and really don't get you the best deal that you could have gotten if you would have just went with another agent that wasn't necessarily affiliated with the attorney that you called. I would also recommend not calling any real estate agents that send you letters on your estate, house, and sale, because a lot of them are actually posing as investors or they're trying to look for properties for their investors. So, again, the same thing. What do investors want? The same thing as the first mistake. They want your house for nothing. They want to come in and have an ideal situation where they're the only ones talking to you, so they can lowball you, and you have no idea the fair market value or the true fair market value of your home. And if an agent sits there and says, "Well, I have an investor that's going to be interested in your property," just know that that agent has a relationship with that investor and probably has a deal with the investor that says, "Well, if the investor buys the house and you find me a house, when I renovate it and I sell it, it's going to be your listing." So the agent's going to get paid twice, once to buy it with the investor and then wants to sell it with the investor once they rehab it and steal all your equity out of your house. So you want to avoid that. I also highly recommend do not sell your house being completely full of all the stuff in it because most of the time with an estate sale, it's an older person's house and they have all kinds of old furniture, old wallpaper peeling off the ceilings, and just pink tiles in the bathrooms, and they have all that. And I recommend put a little bit of TLC into it if you can. Clean it out, get a dumpster, throw some stuff out. I'm happy to walk through the property with you and tell you what things are actually going to add value to your house. Maybe it's painting it, maybe it's getting new carpet, maybe it's recoating the tiles in the bathroom, or maybe you want to go all out and you want to say, I want to maximize my value and I want to do what an investor is going to do, and I want to rehab the house myself. And maybe you have the money to do it, and maybe you have the resources to take care of that, through some other means, but maybe you don't. And that's okay because I can still help you out because there's companies out there who will allow you to renovate a home, do all the repairs that you need to do to be able to get it on the market, to be able to still get top dollar based on the repairs that were done to the house that the company did. And they don't require you to pay anything upfront or out of pocket. What happens is they attach what's called a lien to the property so that they will be paid when the property settles and closes and transfers to the next borrower. when the buyer comes and buys the house. So you can still be like your own investor if you have an estate sale and don't have any money. There's still options out there, and there's still opportunities for you. And I'm happy to provide you with some of those companies to get you some referrals if you'd like. Also, don't just use any agent. You might think, well, we have a friend of ours named Aunt Susie, and she's been a real estate agent for 40 some years, and she's friends of the family. Or, we got the little niece or nephew that got her license, 2 months ago, and we're just going to let her list the house. An estate sale can be complicated, okay? And you want to maximize your value, not only for you, but for your entire family. This is probably the biggest asset, other than maybe a retirement account, that you're going to have to disperse to your family members. And, believe me, people want to fight, man. They want to fight. And this is where you need an agent who can, be level headed, who can communicate clearly with all parties who are involved with the transaction, which can be tense. It can be stressful, and it can be very emotional for some people too, whose parents have had a house in the family for 40 some, 50 some, 60 some years. It can be a very emotional situation. So you want to have somebody that's got a level head. You want to have somebody who's experienced. You want to have somebody who's been doing this for a long time, that's active, and I can tell you with me, I've been in the business and licensed since 2005. I'm not just a real estate salesperson. I'm an associate broker. I have sold over 1,000 homes. Of many of them, probably at least 100 or so, have been through an estate sale, where I'm dealing with the personal representative and the letters of administration and all the extra stuff that goes into that. Like, you're exempt from property disclosure and disclaimers. You don't have to fill that sheet out and disclose any problems about the house, because you acquired the property through an estate. Like, little things like that, little tips like that can save you a lot of headaches and a lot of problems if you actually talk to an agent who knows what they're talking about and knows what they're doing. So, I invite you, if you're thinking of, you have a property that you need to sell and it's through an estate, pick up the phone, give me a call, click the button below this post. My phone number is easy. It's 410-236-3331. You can give me a call or shoot me a text. It is my direct cell phone number. You can also email me. I'll throw that on in the comment section too. However you, or send me a direct message through Facebook through my profile. So, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you've learned some things about what not to do when you're selling your home through an estate. And like I said, any questions, don't hesitate to contact or reach out at any time. God bless and have a great day.